Hey guys, and welcome to Pirate Hunter Trophy. Fujitora vs Mihawk is a battle that is going down. Yes, we have proof that it's going to happen. Want to find out when and who is going to win this battle? Well, stay tuned and watch till the end so as to not miss a detail. In the near future, one of the greatest battles in the One Piece universe is going to take place. And yes, you guessed it right, it's going to be between Mihawk and Fujitora. Let me explain. We are all familiar with Mihawk's serious yet laid-back nature as One Piece fans. His main objective is to be able to compete against a swordsman deserving of the title of the strongest swordsman in the world. Despite this, Mihawk still desires the ability to live in peace without the inconvenience of constantly being pursued and tormented. Mihawk has only ever left his house since he met Zoro out of need, never out of desire. Therefore, if you take Mihawk's ability to live in peace away, you not only anger the greatest swordsman in the world, but you also inspire him to work for that peace once more. And Fujitora has carried out that exact action. Fujitora was the leading advocate for the warlord system's dissolution, and with good reason. He detested it. The warlord system has frequently been employed by pirates like Doflamingo, Crocodile, and Gecko Moria to finance uprisings, plunder the countryside, and even murder defenseless citizens. However, there were some pirates who didn't actually engage in much illegal activity, like Jinbei, Kuma, and Mihawk. Fujitora wanted to get rid of all the warlords, not just part of them, and criticized the entire system. And when the warlord system was eliminated, it was further highlighted. The Marines pursued everyone, regardless of whether they were good or bad, or simply minding their own business. While this may not be sufficient for Mihawk to pursue him, I believe it would be sufficient for him to confront him if given the chance. The Cross Guild enters the picture at this point. Being Buggy's right-hand man not only gives him some of the advantages he enjoyed as a warlord, such as the ability to live in peace, though obviously not to the same degree as when he was a warlord, when Marines would leave him alone and pirates would be afraid to mess with him, but it's preferable to being pursued constantly. However, the Cross Guild significantly raises the likelihood of coming across an Admiral while also providing an incentive to hunt down Marines, even important ones like Vice Admirals and Admirals, which, in this instance, I assume will be Fujitora. For me, this is the ideal scenario for a conflict between Mihawk and Fujitora. From a plot perspective, it only makes sense for Fujitora to battle Mihawk as the other admirals are already slated to oppose the Straw Hats and their allies. Since we know they are fighting, who do you think would win? Pause the video and share with us in the comments, and then tell us if you were right after you watch what we're about to reveal. Fujitora. Isho, also known as Fujitora, is one of the Marine admirals and possesses the strength of a very potent devil fruit. He debuted in the Dressrosa storyline and engaged in combat with the Revolutionary Army, Law, and Luffy. After the time skip, Fujitora is the first admiral to appear, and he quickly gained a following. He is adored by One Piece fans despite his devotion to the Marines because of his strong sense of justice and discernment between good and wrong. He is one of the series' most fearsome characters because of the gravity-controlling quality of his devil fruit. Fans are already aware of his terrible strength and his irresponsible behavior while using it. He has been known to bring meteors to Earth. Fujitora ate the Zushi no Mi, or Press fruit, a paramecia-type devil fruit. Zushi implies a thump or thud sound in English. Since Ichiro Oda never formally introduced the devil fruit to the audience, we don't know how the fruit looks. This fruit gives Fujitora the ability to generate and control gravitational forces. He draws his sword from its sheath to ignite his strength, implying a potential link between his weapon and his devil fruit skills. Fujitora has the ability to pull meteors down and drop them on his foes by waving his sword in the air. Fighting skills. In addition, he possesses the Gravito Devil Fruit technique, which is unique to Fujitora and allows him to control gravitational forces by directing the Devil Fruit's energy into his sword. He can only exert gravitational forces by moving or swinging his sword, and for this reason alone. He has the ability to generate gravitational forces in any direction, including up, down, and sideways, but typically just one at a time. The Devil Fruit also offers him Moko, which means Fierce Tiger, another potent ability. With this move, Fujitora can create a powerful gravitational field around himself that sweeps everything in its path aside, including his foes and any nearby trees or structures. The ground and the structures can be destroyed and reduced to ruins by this incredibly strong force. This technique can be recognized by the black lightning that Fujitora's gravitational field produced. Since the black lightning is primarily used as a visual effect prior to a potent attack, it has no particular meaning. Moko is referred to as the Raging Tiger in English adaptations, which is a play on Isho's nickname, Fujitora, which means Wisteria Tiger. Two other of his techniques are also still to be properly introduced in the main plot. One is Jigoku Tabi, which enables him to slash through a sizable number of foes over a sizable area. His foes are thrust into a sizable crater as his blade is sheathed, creating a powerful gravitational pull in the process. Another name for this method is Trip to Hell. He also uses a method known as Abare Himatsuri, or Raging Fire Festival. He can then fly across a battlefield while standing on a chunk of rock that he can levitate. Furthermore, Fujitora has the ability to simultaneously unleash a meteorite storm in his wake. However, one drawback of his Devil Fruit is that it's possible to disable his gravity powers by attacking the user directly. This was demonstrated in the Dressrosa storyline during Fujitora's battle with Roronoa Zoro. The Admiral was trying to hold the pirate in the gravitational pull when the pirate interrupted with a projectile slash. Zoro's assault generated a small disturbance which allowed him to escape Fujitora's hold. Furthermore, Fujitora's use of his power to restrain opponents isn't unbreakable. For instance, he will struggle to repel opponents who possess superior physical prowess. Mihawk. With this in mind, Fujitora has to face the strongest swordsman in the world, Dracul Mihawk. The 7 warlords of the sea were one of One Piece's most potent political forces up until the recent collapse. Known pirates who committed their services to the world government in exchange for having their rewards frozen made up its ranks. There have been 11 known pirates who have had the title, with Dracul Mihawk being the first to be presented. Mihawk, sometimes referred to as Hawkeyes, is well known for being the best swordsman in the One Piece universe. One of the few pirates in the series that loves to sail unaided and without a crew is him. However, this hasn't really proven to be a disadvantage. Mihawk was presented as the one who, on his own, wiped out Don Krieg's infamous East Blue pirate fleet. To kill time, Mihawk assaulted Krieg's fleet on the Grand Line and chased them back to the East Blue, where he easily defeated Zoro and slashed Krieg's flagship in half before departing of his own. Mihawk possesses the enormous black sword Yoru, which is taller than Mihawk himself and is Mihawk's go-to weapon in combat. He usually uses 2 hands to hold it. Mihawk's flawless swordplay is the outcome of several things. Mihawk is incredibly fast and strong, and he has lightning-quick reflexes. He has great vision as well, allowing him to perfectly target slashes at Luffy from a distance on a battlefield in action. Mihawk can easily slash through enormous ships or mountains of ice when utilizing Yoru in battle. These incisions can discharge compressed air that can travel great distances. Additionally, Mihawk is capable of incredibly fine blade work. He has the ability to split numerous moving cannonballs in half or change the trajectory of projectiles. Yoru is a black sword, which means over the years, Mihawk frequently covered it with armament haki in order to increase its durability, which proves that Mihawk is a master when it comes to haki. Although the origin of Mihawk's power is unknown, it is implied that he developed his strength through natural talent rather than the influence of a devil fruit. In addition to his knowledge, Mihawk is renowned for his ability to see potential in others. He was one of the first to see Luffy's charisma as his greatest strength within him. Even though Mihawk has engaged in combat frequently, it can be challenging to determine his strength because he consistently has the upper hand and is one of the few characters to have never suffered damage throughout the course of the series. Naturally, this fact alone demonstrates Mihawk's terrifying aptitude. In the Seven Warlords and the Cross Guild, Mihawk is arguably their most powerful warrior. The fact that Yonko Shanks, a fellow swordsman, was Mihawk's long-standing competitor before the latter lost an arm is the best proof of Mihawk's strength. One of the most feared pirates in the world, Shanks is a Yonko with a bounty of almost 4 billion berries. Mihawk rivals the Yonko in power, an unusual characteristic among the Seven Warlords, given that he was previously Shanks' rival. Actually, Mihawk's lack of Yonko status is probably only a result of his solitary lifestyle and lack of a crew. Since the Seven Warlord system has been destroyed, the 5 surviving members, including Mihawk, are once more wanted criminals. Given his immense strength, the battle would be long, but he would totally defeat Fujitora. And after this defeat, Fujitora would likely reconsider his position as an admiral, and at that moment would join up with the Straw Hats. Well, that's it for today. What are your thoughts on this? Who do you think would win? Please share with us in the comments below, and remember to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.